Okay, it's taken me about 3 videos a day to try and word this correctly. I've got someone in my ear helping me out with that. I've got a Metropolitan Police officer in my ear. See, not all of them are bad. So, okay. Maisie Ellis Megan. Sorry, but you've got to go and make your own way in the world now. You're all old enough. You're all like, I fought for you, fought for you, fought for you. The rubbish that's come out of your mouths is utterly disgraceful. The only people you've got to blame are Metropolitan Police officers, Hillingdon Council, and the corrupt judges who took you. The abuse that you suffered is only from the hands of your mother or partners of hers. You were born in October 2004. And you were given to your nan and granddad Robin and Linda January 2005, after your mother admitted beating me while protecting you. Throughout the relationship, she had glassed us, beat us, hit me with her shoes, you name it, mate. Smashed up my house, burnt my stuff. All admitted by Sue and Bernie Lockyer. Yeah. Social services perverted the course of justice deliberately by writing and falsifying reports. So they should be under investigation anytime soon for false allegations, tampering with evidence to pervert the course of justice, and damage to my person, physically, mentally, and in my sexually as a child. Metropolitan Police officers who targeted me. Like I said, I've got a Metropolitan Police officer in my ear, and it's disgraceful the way you treated me with Abigail and Olivia. Olivia admitted 6 affairs, unlawfully passing an STI chlamydia, which they Hillingdon Hospital just caught. Alison Borton, Olivia's mother, who went through medical records. That's how I knew my brother Thomas had an appendix removal in America. Yeah, there's loads of things. She also tampered with my medical records as well, and she has high friends in high places. I do have a lung issue, a preliminary lung embolism. Due to the mould, maggots, lice that were in Brayborn Close. Having to live in that for years, which Hillingdon did nothing about. Which caused destruction of property to my body, personal health, and my personal effects. Also, Hillingdon Council lied about the death of my son, Regan Scott Keane, for 6 weeks, which Sophie went along with. The only reason why I found out he was still alive was because of her friend. My son, Regan Scott Keane, was unlawfully removed. Justice Rowe, who ordered Hillingdon to pay £7.9 million, still hasn't paid £7.9 million. And a full investigation into domestic violence and abuse I've suffered, and failures of Hillingdon Council, and destruction of further evidence of a solicitor's letter where I only agreed to the £45,000 compensation for child neglect from Hillingdon Council for out of a £2.2 million claim. I was misrepresented at the time. Hillingdon Council have falsified and lied in further reports, saying that I threatened to kill them, which was an outright lie. They tried anything and everything and did everything in their power. Made me homeless by putting me in a flat overlooking places where I was abused as a child. Sexually, physically, and emotionally. So yeah, you got my children have no one to blame but their mothers. I fought for you and fought for you. Olivia Louise Borton lied to Abigail for many years, with Terry Ann Ball, Jacqueline O'Neill, and most of Olivia's friends who have lied to our daughter, thus unlawfully mentally conditioning my daughter to believing that I was violent towards her mother when I never was. Olivia Louise Borton admitted kidnapping my daughter after she was told in 2010 under no circumstances to remove the child from the care of the father due to her promiscuous lifestyle. 2009, sorry, my apologies. It was 2010 actually. Well, my older brother Julian Richard Keane, my younger brother Jonathan Alexander Keane, and my sister Aileen Rebecca Francesca, and many other different middle names. But anyway, conspired to have me done for murder, although Jonathan did commit that. It's on the BBC website. I've got a screenshot of that actually. Also exposing a foster father, Edward Slaney, who broke my nose in 1994, covered up by Jane Rose, Hillingdon Council. Yeah, so that's that. So all the abuse from my women. Lucy Janet Jacobs stole £10,000 of my children's money. I asked somebody to look after my boat, Drakkar 500, which was stolen and sold by Lucy Janet Jacobs and Clayton Mumford Samford, something like that. Lydia Jane Good's involvement with Stuart Little from Byfleet. Lydia's in Cobham, or was around in Cobham. Used to have a boat near there by Byfleet, not marina, but like a chandlery type place, where Stuart Little's well known, very known. He's a known thief up and down the canal. There's a woman parked right behind me who was targeted by him, but why she never made the police report, Lord knows. But yeah, as far as I'm concerned, anybody and anyone involved with Stuart Little is a thief and worse. I've been targeted by old friends, my family, dodgy Metropolitan Police officers, that's a fact. I was targeted by unlawful arrest. I was sexually abused as well by Metropolitan Police officers throughout arrests from 2005 to present day. Well, I haven't been arrested. Well, they had to drop all the charges anyway. So the last time I was actually arrested was 2023. Sexually abused by unlawful strip search after they know that I was sexually abused as a child by them at their hands. Hillingdon Council staff, Conservative members in the 80s in the Conservative clubs around Uxbridge and North West London. So yeah, my family have had a lot to do with trying to hush me up. They forged my signatures not alongside with Lucy Janet Jacobs, but Lucy Janet Jacobs has also done the same thing. She's had high involvement in the breakups of relationships with Lydia Jane Good, as on recording, and I had to record her so many times it was unreal. The police did nothing, but as soon as they'd make false allegations about me, they'd do everything. So this two-tier policing thing is not new. Yeah, so my children can only blame Judge Judith Rowe, Judge Deborah Wright, their mothers, their grandparents, and the friends of Olivia, the friends of their mothers and grandparents. They're the only people you can have a go at. You can't have a go at me. I was never in your lives. I tried to be in your lives. All contacts were positive. There was never anything bad. It was really good stuff, actually. Really, really good contacts. Then Olivia admitted kidnapping my daughter. You never saw Abigail after that. And then when Ellis came running up to me at Ruislip Lido on one of the last visits we had, can I ask Olivia to be my mum, because he was in such distress because of Lydia's actions and the way she was kicking off, using my children as body shields. Like I said, Lydia admitted beating the rubbish out of me whilst I was protecting my children. So yeah, the Metropolitan Police, I want those officers who unlawfully removed my property when obliged to bring it with me to keep property safe. Sergeant Boff in, when was it? May, June 2023, when they took all my stuff, my watches, my rings, my jewellery, my tarot stuff, my body vests, my Magnum boots, oh yeah, and theft of my own birthday presents somehow. Emily Ann Clark lied about her dad sexually abusing her, and I've had enough. She admitted that, and it was on recording somewhere on one of my old YouTube channels when she was punching herself up. See, that's what women would do, and I'm so glad. And I had that on video with Lucy as well. But yeah, they would beat themselves up and phone the police saying that you've done it, or somebody else done it, or whatever, because they're spoilt brats. Yeah, been very damaged by women my entire life. No, I can't have a normal life due to failures of the Metropolitan Police and Hillingdon Council. Also corrupt judges, Judge Jordan at Uxbridge County Court. Unlawfully putting in a gagging order between it was around March 2020 to March or August 2020. Yeah, 2020 to August 2022, which was a criminal offence and unlawful of him to tell me that I cannot document, record or video persons who have caused atrocities in my life and still causing atrocities in my life. Also, the unlawful removal and destruction of evidence of Abdullah Ismail assaulting me in Uxbridge High Street. Very racist, very one-sided. I would say a satanic sect. There's no other way to describe Hillingdon Council in its entirety. Yeah, Boris Johnson was the Prime Minister when I think he might not have been the Prime Minister when they were making me homeless, actually. But yeah, all the lies, falsified reports, that still sits under Boris Johnson when he was in the power. Jonathan Julian, Aileen have had their friends along with, not with Hillingdon Council, but had me targeted by junkies, members of Hillingdon Council, or ex-workers at Hillingdon Council had me targeted with their family and friends and associates. They had my house burgled. They had me targeted while I was homeless also. Tried setting my tents alight. Tried burning me alive. I even had to get out of the way of Uxbridge, you know. I can name a list of a whole load of people, but there's just no point at the moment. I might have to come to that later. But yeah, I'm still being targeted by professionals. And I do believe that there's no other people who would do it. Would be Metropolitan Police officers. They were actually rode up today. Some of them rode past today. I can't believe it. So that's more harassment and unlawful stalking by Metropolitan Police officers to my persons and my property. So yeah, I do believe that I am still being targeted by Metropolitan Police officers and Hillingdon Council to shut me up and cause as much devastation as they possibly can. I have also been told by Metropolitan Police officers I have and am being targeted by top police officers. It would be great if they could come forward and expose their bosses and colleagues. That would be lovely. Also, colleagues at the NHS who have also stated that Hillingdon and the Metropolitan Police officers throughout my entire life have been disgusting. They started calm. They were actually really nice not that long ago when it came down to Emily Ann Clark. They actually wanted her arrested. I was sexually abused in a way, but it was sort of like statue abuse. Because if I didn't say no, if I said no to any of my women, I would be absolutely beaten, battered, house torn apart, screamed at, shouted at. Even people who didn't like me called the police in fear of my life from Emily Ann Clark. That was at Standout Grove. Then Emily admitted domestic violence, even phoning the police on herself for assaulting me, but I wouldn't press charges. That too is on one of my old YouTube channels. I would like to now press charges against my family, Metropolitan Police officers and Hillingdon Council, failing to, as ordered by Judge Rowe, pay for and fix the damages the local authority has caused me. I am the abused, not an abuser. And yeah, I would love to see you all in court, but I have no doubt I'll be probably murdered by Hillingdon Council and Metropolitan Police officers before any of that happens. It's true. I'm still awaiting from the CNWL, Central Northwest London Mental Health Unit, Yasmin, who promised me in March 2024 that I would have a full document listing the history and details of abuse caused by Hillingdon Council and the Metropolitan Police. It's now summertime 2025. So yeah. Richard Nash in August 2005. See, there are patterns here, mate. See, every 6 months they would go mental for me and anything they possibly could. So yes, targeted, harassed, sexually abused and violently assaulted by Metropolitan Police throughout from 2020, 2000 until pretty much present day. I'm still stalked and harassed. So yeah, I have that in my ear right now. Yes, correct. You are still stalked and harassed, not to be helped or looked after by Metropolitan Police officers, but to cause me harm. Julian, Jonathan and Aileen, like I said, they forged signatures to keep money away from me where our mother died. Julian, Jonathan and Aileen and Thomas Morano, admitted going behind my back with my then partner, Emily Ann Clark, and he, Julian, Jonathan and Aileen have been doing all to destroy my relationships. And just get me out of the picture as much as possible. I've spoken with people who knew Thomas, and Thomas has admitted my family trying to set me up for murder and trying to set me up for anything possible. So yeah, forging my signature by now when our mum died there was monies or something left over. Julie and Richard Keane failed to let the DWP know about that. So that's criminal fraud and theft of monies. Also with our grandfather, Lucy Janet Jacobs, apparently half of the house is mine, forging signatures to keep me out of the way. She's had friends of hers come after me, and the same with my family. So yeah, I have been nothing but a coerced attack against my person unlawfully from family members and professionals and ex-partners. That's a fact. Olivia Louise Borton, it looks spitting image of her. I should know, I was married to the wench. But, yeah, last Wednesday, blue and white dress, long brunette hair. Shit, I'll be able to pick her out on CCTV. That's not a problem. So, yeah, that's that. So, Maisie Ellis, Megan, Abigail, Regan. Regan, you were unlawfully adopted after Mr. Keane could and would be able to parent his children. However, due to the level of damage caused to Mr. Keane by the local authority, he cannot function without his children. The level of damage is so bad that there is no there is no trust, and communication is completely broken down between Hillingdon Council and Mr. Keane towards Hillingdon Council, which is completely understandable. And I said, well, I want £7.9 million. You've just unlawfully removed my son. And she did say, and I quote again, it was all on video. It was on one of my YouTube channels. It was told to be taken down by Judge Jordan. And, yeah, anyway. So, yeah, that's what she said. I said £7.9 million, and she said that's not an unfair amount, and ordered to Hillingdon to pay that. Everybody knows that men are given the worst. It doesn't matter. We could be the most perfect parents, and yet they'll always give our children to abusive mothers or grandparents. So yeah, the NHS have let me down through Alison Borton, Hillingdon Council, when it was reported by a doctor about the lice. He had seen the videos that were on there about the lice, the maggots, and the terrible ways that I was having to live. Boilers that blew off the wall, face flat down. Yeah, so the Metropolitan Police, judges, and Hillingdon Council, they have a lot to answer for. My family should be in jail. My exes should have served prison sentences, all of them. So yeah, that's it, children. You got no one to blame but those people. And I am right in what I'm saying. I am true to the fact in what I'm saying. And it's all been proved anyway, so it doesn't matter. I don't care. That's that. Oh yeah, you can Google the name Lisa Vunk, and that's all I'm going to say on that one. Emily Ann Clark went behind my back with her. There was some weird odour coming from that woman. We wanted her out of the house. She tried phoning the police saying that I was wielding an axe, which was a lie. That was all proved again. It was just sodding ridiculous, that silly wench. That evil cow went around the world just trying to destroy people, and she was, whether at the time she was wanted by the Federal Bureau of Investigation, I don't know. But again, Google the name. She was an absolute vile bitch. So, pardon my language. Yeah, that's it. I've fought for you and fought for you. You've ignored all that. You've decided to slag me off and put me down. To tell people that I'm not your father, then that's absolutely fine. You are my children and I love you very much. But that's it, job done. Punishment, like God, is inevitable, and that's your punishment. Please do not contact me. Please stay away from me. I do not wish to be contacted by Maisie Good, Ellis Good, Megan Good. I do not wish to be contacted by Abigail Keane. I do not wish to be contacted because Lydia got hold of my numbers, but I do not wish to be contacted by any of my ex-partners. I would sit and have a coffee with Charlotte because she was actually really, really sweet, bless her. Why she wanted to leave her family for me, Lord knows, but she did. But I'll have a coffee with her and that, you know. She had a mental breakdown, so it weren't really her fault, you know. All the others were just violent, spoilt brats. Why did Valerie and I split up? Well, she really put one on the chin. She went out one night and came back obliterated and just got verbal. She says that she can't remember it. Fair enough. Very rarely have I been in a state like that, but yeah, crack on. You can't remember whatever, but it was the most disgusting crap you'd ever come out with. It was awful. So how many people have I slept with? Going back, the partner that I'm currently with now, we've only slept together twice. Because I'm too scared of women. What are you gonna do? What's the next thing? Are you gonna get me done for rape or something? Which, bless her, her colleagues are laughing in the ear. Yeah, many women do get away with that. So yeah, that's another reason why I couldn't really be intimate with my partners. Is why what are they going to do now? Say that I raped them or something? You know. So yeah, that's why women are dangerous. Not all women, but most women, modern women, are an absolute delusional bunch of weirdos. Again, not all of them, but most of them are. And women get away with so much. It's unreal. It is disgusting. Okay, there you go. That's me. Job done. Adios. My tarot still. Well, I don't even do tarot. I just do predictions. I don't need cards. I don't need like anything. I still use dust, wind, smoke, air, water, plenty of things. Been fishing. Enjoy a bit of fishing. Pardon me. Caught a few lovely sized pike, some beautiful sized catfish, lovely carp. Yeah, that's that. Take care. God bless. Peace, love, and light to each other. Even my enemies. God bless you. Love you. Yeah, I'll forgive you, but I'll never forget it. Never trust you. Again, like God, you know, He will punish you as and when He sees fit. So yeah, I've committed no offence my life to any of my women, regardless of what people want to say or dress it up or lie to other people and convince other people. That's down to them. You're just a liar, outright childish, spoiled brat liar. I said that in court. Judges found that acceptable. They did not find acceptable the lies from Metropolitan Police and Hillingdon Council and Metropolitan Police. Like I said, they've been told to fix and pay for the damages they've caused. They are yet to still do so. They have my contact details, so they could have told me, Julian or Jonathan and Aileen, my exes have been arrested. They haven't, thus making them... So if they have been arrested and they haven't called me and there is courts going off in the background, then that's attempted fraud, as they owe me compensation. And when I mention that in a courtroom, they will absolutely brick it, and judges will be saying, well, why haven't you paid him his compensation yet? Well, because they've been doing all and everything, Your Honour, to discredit me and not pay that money, so that's criminal fraud. Thank you, Metropolitan Police Officer in my ear, for reminding me of that. Thank you. Yeah, that's that. Job done. Adios. See you later. Bye-bye. Live well.